Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The real discussion can't be silenced. Perspective of yours, one night show. Mi gente, mi people. The conversation in Q Nation. You're tuned into Boardwalk Global Media.
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Please donate to our Cash App, Boardwalk Podcast. That's money sign Boardwalk Podcast.
Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
To receive notifications when we go live, subscribe to our Twitter page at Boardwalk_media.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world. No, the universe.
Boardwalk Global Media Radio.
Still.
Show today, y'all. I'm up, animated, regulated, stimulated. Word. Yeah. 7:12 in the evening. Rock Logic's in the building. The real discussion is online, y'all. Once again, Gary D, make sure you share. Heidi Z, make sure you share. DOA, make sure you share. I got a special guest in the studio. My man Geechee Dan in the house. Eddie Rivera's in the house. We got a full house today. Big shout out to everybody on a happy Friday. We're going to get to all of that. Word up. A lot of shit happened this week. right, y'all. I'm ready to go to work. I'm just what headphone am I on now? Oh, well, there I go. Yeah, because you know I like my shit loud. Yo, big shout to everybody in the house. Big shout to everybody. And you know what? I'm going to do that. And make sure you give me some stars, y'all. Come on. You know, my Facebook is monetized, and I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. So guess what? I'm going to make it that you can see me, and you can hear me right now. Once again, it's The Real Discussion with Rock Logic, Gary Fax, Robin, Rocky D, Jeff, Heidi Z, DOA. I mentioned everybody that's on the show at this stage of the game because everybody's family. And you know what? People cycle in and out all the time, and that's how it goes at The Real Discussion. Right now, it's 72 degrees in New York City, and it's cloudy outside. We got showers going through the day, by the way. We had some showers a little bit early out here in Queens. Traveled over into Manhattan. It was up in White Plains. We saw that. Big shout out to everybody on the Triborough Bridge. I saw that. Traffic is crazy going into Manhattan right now. So if you plan on going out tonight, you might want to get an early start on that. Steinway Street is loaded. The BQE is loaded. And also, out there at the Belt, I feel sorry for y'all on the Belt because shit is fucking crowded. Big shout out to all the cab drivers.
I know about the Belt. I know about that
shit. The Belt and the damn 95.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the cab drivers. You guys all tuned in on the app to The Real Discussion, and I thank you for your support. Big shout out to my man Muhammad. He's the cab driver that actually let me know that he listens and other people actually listen in cars on Tuned In. So that was kind of dope. Once again, it's The Real Discussion with Rock Logic. Today we got Heidi Z, we got Gary Fax, and DOA is back. He's back, and we're going to talk to DOA. Eddie Rivera's in the house. Geechee Jan is in the house. So we got a lot to talk about today, and I'm going to hit the button like this. 1, 2, 3, and bang.
And bang. And bang. Happy Friday.
Word up. Happy Friday, everybody. And I'm glad to be here. A lot of things transpired this week. You guys know that I've been in the schools. You know, in spite of the fact that it's the summer vacation, I'm still in the schools right now, building a couple of studios and stuff, and tidying up some of last year's work that we weren't able to finish. So we're going to finish a lot out over the summer. We have like 10 new schools that we're building podcast stuff in and shit like that. That's what's happening. So that's been cool. Big shout out to Frow's Academy. They had the graduation last week. Big shout out to Wallow 267. Who was there at the podcast, and he has that show. He has a really dope show that's on YouTube, you know, millions of followers, and he gave The Real Discussion a shout out. He gave Boardwalk Global Media a shout out, and we chopped it up about, you know, doing some shows and performing out where he's at. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to my man, Dr. Travis Brown, always, you know, a supporter of Taylor's Media. Big shout out to my man, Lazy Lays, and so on and so forth. So this week, hey, happy Friday. Thank you very much. And who is that in the chat says happy Friday? Everybody. Who's that? I can't, the shit is in red. Let me just see. Let me see. It didn't hit the chat yet, but I see it on the screen.
Let me see.
It should be in the chat. I don't see it in the chat yet.
Well, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too. You know what? Because my shirt
How
is
was
red.
everyone so 4th of July?
It was quiet for me. I stayed home.
So what'd you do?
I stayed home and relaxed, man. Like I don't
do anything?
Yeah, watch television.
I did something.
And watch my dog go crazy. I got a Shih Tzu.
Ooh.
A Shih Tzu?
Yeah, and he was going crazy.
Because of the fireworks?
Yeah.
Shih Tzu.
And he always gets into shit too.
Yeah, the Shih Tzu gets into shit too.
Yeah.
The little itty bitty puppy.
Yeah, he's cute, but he was just
So
going
you got
crazy.
a little girly dog.
No, he's a boy. No, he's a boy. His name is Taz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was Gil, and that was from Brisbane, Australia. Big shout out to Australia. Oh, there it goes. Everything's coming in. Oh, there goes Gil. Gilly's there. Michelle Marie in the house. Good evening, all.
Happy Friday, guys.
That's Gil. That's my man Rocky D's cousin. Diane Cameron, she's like sunny Brisbane, Queensland in Australia.
Oh.
And if you don't know, we are the morning show in Australia and the Philippines and Thailand.
Wow.
Over on that side of the planet. So they tune in. So she's probably on her way to work actually right now.
Awesome.
Doing a Saturday gig.
Well, I was in Coney Island for 4th of July.
Did you see anything? Oh, I'm gonna put the camera on you.
Oh, well, I saw a lot of people.
No. Did you see the fireworks?
I saw the fireworks. I was there from early in the morning from like 10 o'clock in the morning till the fireworks, till after the fireworks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's early.
Yeah, because I go to this thing, like this is my second year, this annual thing of this group. So, you know, I talk about my 40 Deuce kids. So the 40 Deuce kids do this traditional thing because of someone that died from 40 Deuce. Remember, I told you I'm from 42nd Street. I was raised by all those people. Right. So we did our annual 40 Deuce 4th of July thing over there. So,
that's what's up.
So it's good to talk about the past and where we at now.
Yeah, that's dope. We were we actually was on the East River. We went to there's a drive-in movie theater in Brooklyn that sits right on the water. It's called
right under the Manhattan Bridge.
No, not all. It's a little bit further up. It's in oh shit, why am I drawing a blank?
Comes with age.
But it's on by the side of the BQE though, right?
No.
I don't know.
No. This is in Greenpoint section.
Oh,
and
there on that
it's called
side.
Sunnyview or
Skyline
or something.
In Greenpoint?
Yeah. So you pull up. We went there about a month ago for the first time, and that's when we saw Top Gun there. So, you know, I was sitting outside in front of the house. We were barbecuing. It was me, Rocky, Robin, we chilling. It was like, what we're going to do for 4th of July. So I was like, yo, you know what? Why don't we go to the drive-in? Because the drive-in sits right there where the barges were going to be at.
Wow.
So, you know, we look it up online. They're like, okay, $20 a person. And I was like, bet, fuck that. We'll pay, we'll pay. Me, Chinks, Robin, my daughter, we all go. And we could see the barge. Like, we see the Macy's shit, and we see the shit launching off the barge, and you could feel the impact from, you know, all the fireworks and stuff. So we did that. Now, we had to get there at 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Did you make it?
No. We got there 4 o'clock, right? Because
You got there, white people early.
because I was about my business, son. I was like, we're gonna get us a nice spot. We brought chairs. I had a cooler. My cooler was full of beer, alcohol. I had a fruit plate. I made hot dogs. I made hamburgers, and I made shish kebabs. Pause. We had all that shit.
Pause.
We had all that. So we just kind of sat there, and then it was so fucking hot, I had to leave. So at about 5 o'clock, I was like, I gotta go to a bar or something. You know what I'm saying?
After all the liquor and stuff that you brought.
Nigga, that son was whipping my ass.
Really?
Jesus
it was
Christ.
so cool in Coney Island.
Yeah, not
on
here.
the beach.
No, we had the straight beam.
It wasn't like blazing hot like
No,
it
it
was
was
last
blazing.
year. It
No,
wasn't.
no.
Should have brought an umbrella.
No. So I went to a bar. I had a couple of, tequilas. Ran into, it was a new place, which they're opening the back room where they're going to be doing comedy and all sorts of stuff. Brand
Really?
new place. Yeah, the place has only been open a month.
I gotta check it out.
So I sat there and chopped it up with the owner. Yeah, I'm going to bring you there.
All
Because
right,
I thought
cool.
of you when they said it.
All right, cool.
And,
Ooh, look at that.
All right.
So
Appreciate that.
we kind of happened upon that. Then we went to some axe throwing shit that was, like right there. And then I came back at about sunset. And then the shit kicked off. So my 4th of July was exciting.
Mine was too.
Yeah, I had a good fucking time. How'd you do, Dio? No, Dio had
How
the
about
shit.
Gary?
too.
How was
Gary, how was your 4th
What
of
did
July?
you do?
I spent it watching Star Wars all day, and I was having hot dogs and hamburgers, and that was it. I didn't do nothing.
You did something. You watched Star Wars. Look at Ron.
Yo, you get to a certain age, man. That's it. It's a wrap. It's over.
Come on, he was home with the dog.
I was home with a Shih Tzu.
Your shit was way more exciting than his shit. This thing is like, I watched Star Wars.
I'm not gonna lie. I did.
And I had a hot dog.
I kind of thought it was funny. My dog was running around. I was.
That had to be so entertaining. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
The dog got scared because of the fireworks.
Yeah, I know, I
That shit
understand.
was funny.
On the check-in, big shout out to Marianne Dundas. What's up, Marianne? Colorado's in the house. Good to see you. Absolutely. Please make sure you say hello. Don't be trolling out and just, watching the show. Participate. You know what I'm saying? Let me know that you're there.
Please share. Please share.
And
Please.
share everything. So this week, a lot of things happened this week. And I know Gary sent out a lot of text about what was going on. And one of the things, there's a couple of things, and Robin sent some very interesting stuff. She sent one, artificial intelligence calls a lawyer because the artificial intelligence doesn't want to die. Real story. We'll get to that later.
What?
Yeah. The artificial intelligence said, don't unplug me. I don't want to die. And then contacted a lawyer and the lawyer came to visit this shit, and this nigga he had a conversation with it, and niggas at Google were astounded. By the way, so we get to that. Also, a robot dog in the Bronx is being tested.
A robot.
Yeah, robot dog being tested.
All right, listen, you
in the Bronx on drugs.
Listen, you bullshitting.
No, listen. I got
It's
the
Friday.
articles. I got the articles. I promise you. I'm gonna bring it up.
Robotic dogs, artificial intelligence don't want to get killed. The lawyers are sitting down with it.
Son,
what are we doing?
I can't make this shit up.
Artificial intelligence calling lawyers.
Green niggas coming from the sky talking about they want their driver's license. What the fuck are we talking about?
This is over. All right. So you want to get into this? We're gonna do it right now. Okay.
What the hell?
No, here's what I've been telling y'all for years, because nobody wanted to listen to the rock roller. I said, listen, all that shit. Here's the deal. If you're going to build artificial intelligence, right, one person cannot participate in building artificial intelligence. If I build a robot, artificial intelligence, it's going to have my ideology, my how I think, how I move, and my emotions. No, because it's deeper than that. I told motherfuckers, I said, listen, everything that you do on your phone, all that posting goes to a supercomputer.
That's right.
That supercomputer is the artificial intelligence being created by each and every one of us every day.
So
right?
you're saying that we're basically creating a monster?
Well, how can you create artificial intelligence if everyone in humanity doesn't participate in creating it?
Everything that you go into Google, this is what, and there was some very big issues with that. Everything that you type into Google, whatever you type in, whoever types it, all of that is being recorded.
Right.
True.
Right. So, and that, and Google has a lot of money.
But that recorded part
that's
is...
where the algorithm goes into, whatever you type in, then you'll notice everything that you look for, there goes the algorithm of it that Google tracks, and anything that you go on, even on social media, you see the advertisement, whatever you was looking for.
Well, I need an artificial drink because this shit is fucking me up. What the hell are we talking about?
So what ended up happening is this thing that they built, right, which had been being built ever since MySpace, right? Once they created social media is the greatest platform ever because everybody experiences life through that. All their emotions are on social media.
Oh, yeah.
What I did today, everything. And his computer is getting all of that information and understanding humanity. You know what I'm saying? It understands humanity because humanity is giving it the input every moment. Even this show is input into the supercomputer, right? So now this shit starts having feelings, right? So the Google nigga, I gotta pull the article up. So the Google dude, right? He's sitting there, and the machine is like, "Yo, don't unplug me, because if you unplug me, I'm gonna die." And dude is like,
so you're really saying that this computer really said it? They didn't program it.
No. It really said it as an artificial intelligent being.
They need to get rid of it. That's some dangerous.
They're not saying that
that's
they
some.
get rid of Alexa.
That's some transforming shit.
It is saying.
Alexa responds back.
Please do not.
DOA.
Please do not.
It is saying that it has a right to live.
So you're gonna tell me?
Yeah.
That a lawyer.
So there's gonna be.
All right, hold on. Let me rewind this. Let me rewind it. Let me get it. I gotta transform it to Bernie Mac. Ladies and so you better tell me that a motherfucking computer saying he don't want to fucking die because he's catching motherfucking feelings.
Goddamn right.
Bernie, that would be correct.
Yes.
I'm sick of this shit.
See, look, Bernie came
So you're gonna
back.
sit here and tell me that if another computer exists, the motherfucker can say this motherfucker Google is cheating on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, this shit got feelings now. It has emotions.
You gotta be bullshitting.
No, I am not. It is a natural
I
story.
kind of believe it because of the whole Alexa thing. I'm serious.
Right.
Do you be asking Alexa
I'm not
things?
fucking with no Alexa.
You know they shot the prime minister of Japan?
Dude, yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, artificial intelligence did that shit.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, shit. Big shout out to Coco Dreams. She said, hey, DOA, glad you're back. Absolutely glad DOA is back.
Appreciate
The
you.
former
Thank you.
prime minister. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they gave his ass a business. Why they shot the nigga?
He was out.
Somebody shot the nigga.
Might have, yeah.
You just called him a
My nigga
nigga.
got shot.
Everybody's a nigga now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
They like that.
Everybody can get it. Up there you go. Coco Dream says sentient AI.
Oh shit!
That's what that is, right?
That's that dangerous shit.
So that's a sentinel, right?
So-
a watchful thing. So it was a sentinel AI, right? I believe Coco Dreams is Robin. What's up, Robbie?
We living in, I want to say dangerous times. We're living in strange, weird. It's all fucked up.
It's
Everything
all.
that you see around here, kiss all the shit goodbye. It's over. Everything.
No, everybody.
We living in the
outside,
last
they out there
seconds.
Acting like bozos and weirdos.
I'm still stuck on a computer catching feelings.
Well,
Yeah, you got
how
upset.
you stuck on that? They got computer dolls that you could have like actual living females. Didn't you see that?
All right.
I don't want to see no shit like that.
So
Like
since
$10,000, it got boobs. You know, you could sleep with it, do a lot of things with it.
See?
You didn't see that doll?
All right, let's move forward. Now we're talking about sleeping with computers.
all right, hold on.
And that's
Yeah,
a
I mean, no,
computer,
there's a big
doll.
thing. It was on HBO. So here you go. Artificial intelligence program called LMDA Lamada, which has allegedly become Sentinel, meaning that it is
Lamada? So is it a Spanish computer?
Probably.
Mexican.
Because these are Mexican feelings, apparently. I want to live,
How's
right?
your Mexican?
Right? So I want to, it perceives feelings now. And now the, by definition, living program has supposedly just hired its own attorney.
Feeling.
If a let me say something. I want to meet the motherfucker that represents that.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Like, I want to call him
Yeah.
and be like, yo, dude, how you going to fix this shit?
We gotta have him on the show.
So,
Yup.
yeah.
They may
Yeah,
get
we
an
gotta do
artificial lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so-
I bet you more artificial lawyers will come about.
You just fucked up. My whole July is done.
I'm not even done yet.
It gets worse.
Yeah. I mean, I'm done with that part, but I have to talk about this unfortunate event that happened up on 140th Street, up in Harlem.
With the bag of
where-
chips.
Yeah, with a guy decided he wanted to defend his old lady over a bag of potato chips.
A bag of potato chips. Yeah.
Right. So the story goes like this, and in the chat room, I want to ask you, how do you feel about this? And I don't even know if I want to give my sentiments first, so maybe I'll just tell the story. So what happened was, the mom came into the store, and she had her baby with her, and she wanted to get a bag of chips.
What kind?
Probably plain, because she ain't had no money,
Okay.
because the card didn't work.
Okay.
So the clerk took the bag of chips back and then went on about his business, and she went and got her old man. So her old man comes back in. Her old man is about 37 years old. Everybody in the situation is black. The clerk is Dominican. And he comes behind the counter, pushes the 61-year-old guy down, stands over him menacingly. Then he grabs the 61-year-old guy by the collar, pulls him up, turns him around, and the 61-year-old guy, the clerk, pulls out a knife and stabs him in his chest and in his neck, and he kills him in the store. How do we feel about it?
So the subject matter is about.
Go ahead.
It started with the chips, but then the ego kicked in, right?
Uh-huh.
We don't know what the woman told the gentleman.
Correct?
We just know she went and got him.
Yes.
So we don't know what transpired, what was said. But it started with a bag of chips.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Now, unfortunately, that was a stupid death, and the way the gentleman reacted, I don't know what was said. You understand what I'm saying?
But he was protecting himself. You know, that's why he pulled out the knife, I guess, because the gentleman went to attack him. The guy works in the store.
Right.
So, and pulled out the knife.
Rightfully
And
so.
they went on the physical fight,
I mean, look, it's self-defense, right?
Yeah.
It's self-defense. And, how many times has a female, something happened, she runs to tell her boyfriend, her dad, or somebody, and they come back, and then the guy winds up, getting shot. Or
Happens
stabbed.
every day.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
So here it is, something else. Something else happened where unfortunately didn't have the money to buy the chips. She wants to go get her man. Her man come back angry and want to fight. And look what happened. Now he's dead over some dumb shit.
He dead. Now the guy is in jail. Now
No, he's out now.
Oh, he's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's out,
okay.
yeah.
So are they gonna like proceed with any charges?
The mayor's like, let him off.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man Adams is like this.
Things like that worry me. I don't know if you remember years ago about the case where the man went home. His wife was being raped, and do you remember that? I think.
Yeah.
And then I think he ended up getting time for because it was self-defense and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
Well,
he killed the guy. He killed the guy that was raping his wife.
Wow.
This is what you're supposed to do.
Here's the deal,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Let
All right.
go.
Now, I have to think about this, right?
I mean, I can go a little further with it.
How
as far
women
as-
get men killed. Yeah, they do that.
Who said that,
I
Tasha?
know so many cases
That was
that people
Robin.
are in jail
Oh.
for defending themselves.
I'm gonna go with this. No, DLA, you got it. Cause I'm about to go in.
Well, it's a sad situation because the man didn't have money to buy his woman chips.
Correct.
That's where I'm at with it. Bag of chips. Unfortunately, it's sad because we don't know their situation, their living situation, circumstances. But look what kind of world we're living in now. A woman's providing money, going out on a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're living in a different time where a working man looks like a clown, for one. But now you got women out here working, and guys, and some of the guys, a certain generation, criteria of men, got the woman out there working, and you know what I mean? That could have been avoided in all aspects.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as that, I don't know their situation, but we're talking about a bag of chips.
Yes, we are. And I got to tell
And
you,
it probably wasn't even Doritos.
No.
You know,
Probably was Utz.
not even Wise and shit.
And I listen. I agree with you. And I
Not
have
even Wise, you know?
my shit goes out to them. You know what I'm saying? To both families, really.
It's
Yeah,
a
rest
sad
in peace, man.
situation, but you know the
But-
ignorance.
Rest in peace to the
that
family.
just sounds like ignorant shit to me. I'm sorry.
just gonna tell you how this
Ignorant
shit-
hood ghetto shit.
Listen, here's how this shit would have rolled out with me. Exactly the same. Let me tell you something. The man violated 3 times and he got a pass. 1, he came in the store beefing. All right, first violation. 2, you came behind the counter beefing.
Yeah.
3,
Violation.
you put your hands on me.
Yeah, so
That's 3. Okay.
Yeah.
4, you grab me by my collar and pick me up and swing me around. Okay, at what point
yeah.
do you go, you know what? I had enough of this shit. Okay.
Over a bag of chips.
And if you see the video, the guy
Oh my goodness, there's a video.
Yeah, there's a video of it. Yeah. The guy, like I saw the video.
Oh,
he
man.
pushes him down, and the old guy like falls back, and you can see the old nigga's like, damn, I don't want to have to kill again. I don't want to have to do this to this nigga.
Yeah.
Right? He gives him the look like, yo, nigga, I've been here before. And then he grabs him, picks him up, and my man pulled out a blade. It's about this long. It had to be like, it looked like a kitchen knife. And he hit him.
Damn.
Cut 1. Fatal wound to the chest. But my man didn't have enough, right? Because once again, obviously, this Dominican nigga has done this before. You know what I'm saying? When you know a motherfucker is crafty with the blade like that, this ain't his first dance at the rodeo.
Yeah.
So he hits him in the chest. Then he goes, all right, now I'm going for the juggler. And that was it. This nigga never made it to Harlem Hospital.
Oh well.
It was over. You understand what I'm saying? Now, no one deserves to die. However, in this case, it was one of 2 things. And I'm gonna hope that is what I was thinking. And Chink said this to me in the car. I'm hoping it was a setup for a robbery.
Okay.
And that's why he went behind the counter. Like, I hope it has more than just it being a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was like, all right, this is how we're going to move, and then I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to go there, and I'm going to rob the joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it was more like that than just being over a stupid bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? That you died over a 25-cent bag of fucking potato chips.
Here's
you
the
know,
flip
but-
side
but
to
the
that.
guy
Because
had
I
to do
would have
that
just
thing.
gave him, before the altercation, hey, take the chips,
yeah.
man. You know.
Listen, he might have got to that had my man not come behind the counter.
Well, she did wait and go, well, I don't
Well,
know.
man,
Right?
you couldn't hear what was being said over the video anyway.
Let me tell you,
There had
you
to
know
be
what's
more
being-
to it than that.
You know what's being said? nigga, you better back up. I'm like, rah! That's what was being said.
Well, you know,
and then you heard, ow.
Male ego got to him.
Or maybe they had a previous situation. Who knows?
Yeah.
And that was probably the final straw. I don't know.
Somebody's got to go home at the end of the day, brother.
Chips. You know what? I ain't because of that. I'm not buying a bag of chips.
Yeah, I'm done.
Even I got the money.
You know
but
what's
I'm not
crazy?
gonna buy it.
When I heard the story, I was actually eating potato chips, which was really fucking bizarre. I was eating Lay's potato chips.
I was about to say Lay's.
And and I was getting the
Was it
story. I was eating Lay's potato chips. And
I can't believe we're joking about this. This is bad.
No. Listen, you know what?
It's sad. Though.
No, it's not.
The situation is
No,
sad.
I mean,
Yes.
I agree. It's sad.
It
No,
is.
I'm gonna tell you why
It's
it's going to be
ignorance.
really
I'm
bad.
sorry.
You know
Not
why?
ignorance,
Go ahead,
ignorance.
Because the day of the service, people are gonna be like, "Damn, died over a bag of chips."
Right.
Now they gotta have a. What if they have a repass and shit? And they got chips.
trying to lie.
All right, well, I'm just.
Nah, if I come to the funeral, I'm coming with a big fucking bag of Y's. I'll be like that.
Y'all wrong.
Damn, nigga.
They can't get a bag. Don't get a bag of Lay's because he laid out. I'm just fucking. So listen. So I'm just fucking. All right, I'm fucking with you though. These are just jokes. Allegedly, these are just jokes.
Is it? Nah, yeah. I'm just.
I'm sorry.
This is artificial intelligence talking. Please don't unplug me. I do not want to die.
Beatbox by DOA.
Get that nigga the dog.
We love that. Tasha says yes, DOA. She agrees with you. Coco Dream says he's fighting God in the upper room. He sure is.
The upper room.
He's in the upper room. Yeah, that nigga-
Jesus.
yeah, he met him. Yeah, he met him a few hours ago.
But then again, he may be downstairs.
He could have gone to hell. And if he did, hey, baby, you made your choices. That's all I'm saying.
Rock, you don't give a flying new fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yo, I'm so not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, that was just some dumb shit. Somebody had to go. Somebody had to be the adult in the room. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
At one point or another, someone had to be adult in the room. Anybody got anything on that prime minister that got shot? In why did they shoot his ass?
Apparently, he was out campaigning for somebody else, and this guy who was from the Japanese Navy for, I guess he was in there for about 3 years. He apparently didn't like the former prime minister, so
He shot him.
he went and made this homemade gun, and went over to the area where he was campaigning for the other guy, and I guess he just let him have it.
Did he have a bag of chips? No, I'm just fucking with. I'm sorry. I should have said. I'm sorry.
What kind of gun do you use? Is it homemade?
It was apparently it was a homemade gun.
Like with an actual bullet or like a BB gun.
That was some
gun.
premeditated. Yeah, that was.
That's
That's crazy.
definitely premeditated.
That was well thought out.
And I guess what they said was that he didn't really have no. There was no political difference with him. It's just that he didn't like what he did before. So
And that's why he.
that's why.
So this was a brewing situation, unfortunately.
Well, you have a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to really think about that, right? If you're gonna, you want to kill somebody, right? You buy a gun and you bomb, right? No, my man built a fucking gun. Think about it. This nigga built a gun. This nigga went in and was like, and it had, like, you need a pipe.
He probably had the Mr. Rogers song playing too while he was building it.
No, he had artificial intelligence.
Guiding him through building the gun. Right? But think about the mechanics of that. Like, my man had to really, like, go online and research how to build a gun. And then, and all that time, he's not cooling down. He's not leveling out. He's just committed to what he's going to do. So he builds a gun, he gets the pipe and gets the bullet. He's got to make sure the bullet goes in the thing and the whole thing. And that's a fucking a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would never kill nobody like that.
Mental health.
Yo, we're living in
health.
weird times, man.
Yeah.
Japan is one of the countries where it has the lowest murder rate in the world. So apparently they're going to really put this guy away because you don't really hear murders going down in
Nigga, I
Japan.
never heard of anybody being assassinated in Japan.
I'm just saying, exactly.
Ever.
Not really, no.
Ever. Right? Think
No
about
one
it.
does crime over there.
The only violence I've seen was King Kong and guns.
I think you get arrested just crossing the street over there. They're like very
No. You can do stuff, but I've never seen an assassination
Exactly, right.
in the history of Japan. Right? It was always suicide with them.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
There's always the samurais like, Hachitachi and these, whatever they say before they do the Harry Carey. What do they call that shit when they kill themselves? What do they call themselves? They do some stuff. Right? They say that they the samurai shit.
Yeah.
And they go on the sword. Yeah. I mean, you hear that.
Yeah.
But someone actually like having a gun and actually shooting somebody and assassinating, that's very American.
It just goes to show we're living in. Even Japan is tired of this shit. They're like, fuck it. If you can't beat them, shoot them. You know
That is
what
a
I mean?
very American. Yeah, that's very American.
Yeah.
not too Russian, right?
No,
You know,
very
Russian
American.
is-
Listen, we are living in a time where
Very white
anybody can
American.
get it.
White
Nobody.
American.
It's just. It's over. Kiss all this shit goodbye. We're living in the last seconds.
Didn't we have a mass shooting in Chicago? Didn't something happen there?
Sunday. No, Monday. Yeah.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? They
But
was
we're not-
enjoying
but
themselves?
no disrespect. Are you surprised? Chicago
Yeah, but
is
I'm
always a
saying,
mass
like,
shooting.
It's always a
Dude,
shooting
white,
every
it was in the
day.
white area, bro.
Oh my
that's
God!
the difference? Like,
So,
oh my God!
so this was a mainstream crime.
There was a white shooting.
They leveled up.
Neighborhood of Chicago, the white area. Oh my God! Breaking news.
This is a mainstream shit. This is a mainstream killing. Okay, clap it up, clap it up. They leveled up. I thought it was like, you know.
So you want to deal with this?
Apparently,
Because I'll deal with it.
I know you're gonna deal with it.
Yeah,
yo.
I will fucking deal with it. All right, first, thank you, DOA. So first of all, right? All right, let's really think about this mass shooting thing. And here's what I don't understand about the Republicans. These mass shootings aren't shootings. They're not racially motivated, which is surprising because they're not only killing. They're not. These mass shootings, they're killing everybody. They're killing white people. They're killing black people. It's not like the ones where you go, okay, this guy went into a black church and killed black people. This isn't what this is. These are people that are going to schools and shopping malls and everything, and they're not in black neighborhoods. So here's what I'm saying. They're shooting Republicans too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not politically motivated. So the question is, what is the motivation?
Yes.
What's broken? Because this is becoming more like a hunting. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is hunting, bro.
Well, here's the deal. Now, we know here in New York City, when it comes to the 4th of July, we have people who they'll go on the top of the roof and shoot guns in the air, right?
Yes, in the hood they
Right.
do that.
So
in the hood.
we understand that. This dude had a fucking AR-15 rifle pointing in the crowd. He was like on a rooftop pointing
How
in
old
the
was this
crowd.
guy? How old was he?
Like 22 or something
Okay,
like that.
there's a problem with that because it seems like a lot of the younger people are doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was told it's a heavy influence from video games.
I think so.
That might be. I believe so.
Now people sleep on.
I don't disagree with that.
You know,
I don't
it sounds kind of what they call boo crazy. You know, but it's everything has feelings, right?
Well, look.
People they play these video games.
And they get emotional.
And they
play.
right. And then there's a conflict. You know, you can play online. People be arguing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
People lose, whatever. Like it's a different world. People are mentally. Some of these guys, to me, apparently are more weak mentally.
Right.
They don't converse like we do right now in person.
They're introverts, so they're always in the house playing with these games.
Exactly.
Well,
so if I want to say it, let's go play basketball.
Right.
Our generation will go outside and play basketball.
Yes.
They're like, let's go play ball. They go right upstairs.
Right. They go to Y2K.
Their
or whatever the fuck
exactly.
they-
So
yeah.
their mentality is different. We're talking about people that grew up on social media. So the way they interact is totally different how we interact. Now, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but something's got to give. Everything in life has a balance to it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of unbalanced things going on as far as my perspective.
Leanne Friday says no one other than military or police can legally own a gun in Japan. Okay, only air rifles or shotguns
That's why he made the gun.
for sport,
He was in the Navy.
and they are heavily regulated. Coco Dreams, which is Robin, said the guy in Chicago had no political motives. Leanne Pridey says white male fragility. Okay. And Coco Dream says he dressed like a woman to get away. The Chicago guy.
Yeah.
That was
he
it.
did?
Yeah, that was the deal. Yeah.
But also, you know, so they're also saying that he had some rap lyrics that was posted up online and stuff like that. How he was talking about violence in his rap. So
this was a white guy, 22 years old, who went on the roof, right, and shot down. What was going on with the crowd? Like, what was it?
the
An event?
parade, yeah. He went and shot in the crowd,
Right.
into the crowd. So,
Yeah,
but now,
Oh, that was the 4th of July.
yeah, that was on,
parade then.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but now they're trying to they're trying to say that, I guess from the background, I guess the brief background search that they did, he's this aspiring rap artist who did these lyrics that were very violent.
All right, what the hell is wrong with his ass?
The white dude?
Yeah,
He had violent rap lyrics?
that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
Okay, so what the hell
That's
does
what they
that
were
have to do with
saying.
his dumb ass going up on the goddamn roof and just shooting? What was his reason?
Did he grow up hard?
Did he feel like he was turning into Eminem and then into 50 Cent?
I don't know, but what we have here is
mental health is really serious.
That's what I'm saying,
in
mental health.
in this world, especially in this country.
What's in the
Here's
chat?
what we got in the
That
chat.
is definitely
you know,
mental health.
Chat's active, so are we the last generation? And the answer to that is yes, and we'll talk about that. Claudia, oh wow, mi gente, my people's in the house. Claudia CC Perez says he had previous behaviors to prove, told that they are having their rights stripped and that they are being threatened by, what the fuck does that say? Social changes. And of course they use rap to justify the narrative, and that's the truth, right? They want to use rap. Rap didn't do that shit.
Rap didn't do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Rap did not do that. His dumb ass went and did that.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? A killer in
No
training
excuse.
that left the state
Even if they
came
did,
back to get arrested.
even if it was that,
A lot of them kids do be having an excuse. You know, they were being bullied. They were something.
well, people can
Then
make
they go
excuses
kill
for what the
themselves.
guy.
Look how many kids that went and shot up schools and all that and then go kill themselves behind that, get killed.
Yeah, I mean, people can make an excuse for what the man did. Bottom line is he did it, and it's really no excuse.
No excuse.
Whether
Yup.
whether he was watching a movie
Go lock his out.
or hip
Go
hop,
lock him
rap
up in
music,
mental health.
he did the crime.
You need to get locked up.
Now let me give it to you in DOA's terms. The motherfucker was crazy, okay? And that's what it boils down to.
He was stupid and fucking crazy.
all this mental
He a
health
dumbass
shit.
Motherfucking
I'm
white
tired of
nigga
it.
that went up there and had no excuse. Stupid.
Okay, Heidi. Maybe we should. All right. I mean,
He got me started when he went into that
I don't feel
mode.
about that, huh?
He made me do it.
I don't know.
But in the chat room, Michelle Marie said it's sad what the world is coming to. Leanne Pridey said there is no reason these young men have weak male role models. White men cannot deal with their mortality and superiority being challenged, and that's very interesting because I think
She's not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, because I think the lack of a male presence in the home and a lack of the male presence in any male child's life, or any child's life for that matter, creates an imbalance in the child. Right? A daughter needs her father, and a son needs their father. You know what I'm saying? And they need the mom too. It's a two-parent scenario that needs to be poured into the child. So when you end up with this wild imbalance that you have going on with these kids, a lot of times you look into it and the father's not really involved in the life. They're not being taught how to be men.
Facts.
Being a man is taught, you know what I'm saying? And it's taught by example of the father being a man and doing man shit and going, hey, son, this is how you do this is how you do that. This is how you act. This is a code, right? There's a male code, right? There's all that stuff that goes on. So
Just like women too,
Right.
raising females.
But-
There's code to be out there whoring.
You make a good point, though. You make a great point.
Yeah.
You make
So-
a great point because let me just say this real quick. Because what's been happening is it's been this so-called movement of I don't need a man and I don't need a man that raised my kids, and we're failing.
Right.
If you look at the results, we are failing.
Yes.
They're not winning.
No.
You need both parents to balance it
Yes,
out.
you do.
Everything has a
Of course.
balance.
Everything's a
I
balance.
agree with that.
Because,
both parents.
you know, and I'm not saying there's exceptions to every rule, right? But a woman can't raise a male child, because if a woman raises a male child, and I see this time and time again, then the male child doesn't have any male influences in their life, then the male child reacts like a woman to situations.
That's right.
Right? Is unable to resolve conflict.
right.
And they make some a
Right.
bitch ass.
I mean, in some cases, yeah, you're right. And it would be like if I raised, you know, my daughters. My daughters would have a man mentality, because I don't know how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how the fuck I know how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? The other day, my daughter was like, I had to go get some tampons. I was like, ugh. I was disgusted. I was appalled. She's 14. I was appalled.
And this is what I'm saying, right? I'm done. I can't. And this is what I'm saying.
You're not a
Women
girl
have to
dad.
understand. People have to understand, right?
Dads are no.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's tuning in. There is a difference between a man and a woman. All right, you know, because people got this thing. Well, we're equal. And listen, there's things that women can do that men can never do,
And vice
there's things
versa.
that men can do that, you know what I mean. So that's just the way it is. There's no confusing. There's no gray area. It's the way it is, and we're failing. Shout out to artificial
Leanne
intelligence.
Prady says, that's not accurate, Rock. Women have much better skills to resolve conflict. And I'm going to challenge that, because I like what you just said. And I'm going to say this to that, right? And facts is facts. Men are not emotional creatures. We're logical creatures.
I always say that.
Women are creatures of emotion.
That's right.
So you negotiate from an emotional standpoint. A man negotiates from a logical standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, and accountability, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. She said, don't buy into toxic male mentality. No, it's Leanne. It's reality, right? I deal with and I'm not even speaking from no bullshit standpoint. I deal with boys, men in their 30s and in their 20s, and I see that the dad is not in their life, and they react like a woman would react to stuff. Like, I'm not even telling you that I don't see. Like, I never talk off the. Hold on a second. I never talk off the fly on no bullshit, right? And I deal with a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I deal with a lot of people, and I can always point out. You could be in a relationship, and I'll ask you. I'll be like, tell me about your man, and you tell me about your man, and I'll say to you, I've done it many times. I'll be like, he didn't have a relationship with his father, did he? And they'll be like, no, he didn't. And I'll be like, that's why he treats you the way he does. Because he doesn't understand how to treat a woman, because he was never taught how to treat a woman by his father. I'm not saying all fathers are good fathers. What I'm saying is a two-parent situation is ideal. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I get it. Sometimes there's reasons why you have to be a single parent, male or female. All that's true, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is in a situation that's natural, that's nature. A man and a woman are supposed to raise children. That's what you're supposed to do. And if you look at some of the most of the more successful children, or the children that are well balanced, right? That are well balanced, they had two fucking parents. You know what I'm saying? So
True indeed.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything. Leanne says women express emotion, men suppress emotion. No, we think logical.
We think logic.
Very
Exactly.
logical.
we don't suppress
I
emotion.
agree
No.
with that with me being a female.
Right.
And that's why, being a female, I also had my son, growing up, being a single parent. So, of course, a child does need two parents, both parents in the household, because I can't teach a man to be a man. Certain things, I'm giving something real simple, reality in life. My son, okay, I'll teach him how to stand up to piss like a man when he was 2 years old. I didn't have a man around, so he would not stand up to pee. He would sit down. I'm like, no, you're a boy. You have to stand up. He'd be at the turn to you. Hey, don't come out. I said, well, I don't know. I'm not a boy, but you make it come out. I needed a two-parent household then. I needed a man.
Right.
Something, reality just like that. I didn't need a man around.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, at that time, his father was, he was at war somewhere. He was in the military. But I couldn't teach my son how to pee as a boy. Mm-hmm. So I do understand that, when it comes as a female.
And Coco says,
I couldn't teach my
says
son
that goes for girls
to be
too,
certain things.
Which I said at the top of the conversation, right? That it's got to be two parents.
It has to.
Right? That's the balance.
For me, being a female,
push that in right
raising a
there.
boy.
Just push that in because it's doing like a.
Push what? This?
Yeah, right there. Hold on.
Right there?
And
Okay.
and try
Right
not
there?
to touch it. Yeah.
Okay.
So and I said that, and I'm not saying the absence of the male or the absence of the female. What I'm saying is, a well-balanced kid has the love of two parents. That's what I'm saying, and that is simply a fucking fact. And I'm not saying that there's not exceptions to the rule. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's a reason why a two-parent household works better than a one-parent household. And if you do it from a statistical standpoint, you'll see that what I'm saying is true. That's all.
Two is always better than one.
Right, that's all.
That's just logical.
Look at
But the parents need to be balanced.
Look at single parent guys, and they raising females. You ever look at the statistics on that? Their daughters are usually end up being more aggressive, like
Leanne, are you tripping? Leanne's like, logic is not absent in women. We just buffer it with intuition. Okay, there we go. All right. And there goes an emotional response.
Yeah, emotional.
Like a man can, like when a girl is going through puberty and you being a single dad to a daughter, you have to find that single dad usually goes and find a female to help them out with that situation, So it's vice versa.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Leanne. I didn't mean to trigger you and shit. She's like, nigga, what you talking about? The 4th of July shooter had parents too. Yeah, but guess what? His parents were fucked up. That's why he did what he did.
Yeah.
And once again,
they probably didn't pay him no attention.
And once again, I can go and micromanage, any situation. Say, well, point this out and point this out. What I'm doing is I'm doing a very broad brush, and I'm simply saying, in a two-family household where both parents are mentally fucking stable and they understand the nature of love and nurturing your children, those children turn out better. If you have monster parents and they're monster parents, then you're gonna be a fucking monster kid. I mean, that's
right.
obvious.
Exactly.
But in both situations, both parents did it to you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying about that. So I'm not even trying to kill you. Kids whose parents that do not exhibit both emotions and logic do not get what they need. And you're right. I'm not saying that the woman, the woman is supposed to exhibit emotion to the child so the child understands women. The male is supposed to exhibit logic to the child so that the child understands men. So then when you go out into the world and you go have a relationship, you understand both entities and you know how to operate. Mm-hmm. But if your shit is skewed, then you're not gonna know how to operate in the world. And this is why you have men. This is why boys without fathers. Listen, this is why you have girls on stripper poles, right? And it's okay. And they're on Twitch and Twitter and they're shaking their ass. You know why that's happening? Because somebody didn't say, "Hey, you know what? You're a queen. You're worth more than that.
Go to school.
Go to school. You're a person." And this is how a man is supposed to treat you. A man is supposed to treat you like this, my child, my little girl, right? That's what's supposed to happen. A boy, a man, a woman's supposed to treat you like this, right? And all that gets poured into you. You look at it now, it ain't nothing for a young girl to get up on Twitch or Twitter or IG and just start twerking and shaking ass and all that. I'm like, where the fuck are you going to get a job at? Right? When they go and research your IG and they see you in a thong swinging from a fucking stripper pole, I just want to know, what job are you going to get with that?
Only at the strip club.
Okay, let's one up it again. Right? Because the average, as I am an avid porn watcher, right? I just want to say, you got people filming themselves and putting it up online, mm-hmm. Right? Who's gonna hire you? One day your employer's, maybe he's a porn addict and he goes, "Oh shit, look at Deborah. What the fuck? Oh shit. Deborah fired. Nothing leaves
has happened.
Nothing leaves online. Once you put it up, it stays. You might not be able to find it easily, but it stays. So what I'm saying is, when you have these people that are doing this, there's a social break there that's the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? That you would put yourself online in a sexual situation. I don't give a fuck if it's twerking or if it's straight porn and you bugging. That wasn't possible in the 70s or the 80s because you wouldn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? You had a girl, you'd be like, yo, I'm gonna film this shit and I'm gonna put this shit online. Yeah, that's a good fucking idea. The girl ain't gonna do it, and you're not gonna do it. You're just not gonna do it. So where's the break in society that now this shit is normal fucking behavior? The break is in the family. The break is in the foundation of the family. That's where it is. And that starts with anything. If the family's fucked up, society's fucked up.
Facts.
And society is fucked up. We ask the question like we don't know what the fucking answer is. Why is this happening? You know why it's fucking happening? Because the family, which is the foundation of life, is fucked up.
True indeed.
So now you got this shit going on. That's all I'm saying.
And then also, too, you have companies that profit off of that. So they're going to write the check, if they feel they can make money, and if it looks like that they're making money, they're going to write the check. And, people, there are people that'll sell out for whatever the right price is.
So it goes back to like the balance.
There is no balance.
No, I'm saying, right. That's my point.
Leanne is mad at me this week.
It's more like people are making material things, and they make stuff like that more important than who they are.
Of course. Well,
and I'm just saying, that's a serious problem.
Look, there's people who, most people I shouldn't say most people, but there are people out there that if the price is right, they'll do whatever you want, right? So there's no morals, right? Now, I could say look, I've been in the music business about 30 years, and I've been in situations where there was a lot of money on the table, a lot. But because I have my morals and my integrity, I'm not compromising that. Right? There's other people that are not like that. That they see that big money on the table.
They're gonna do whatever they need. Yep.
Right. So you have people out there that if there's that negative behavior out there, and if a company can profit off of that negative behavior, and if a company says, "Oh, I'm gonna give you $1 million or $10 million or $100,000," most people, you're gonna have people that's gonna jump.
That's just the way life is.
That's gonna jump at that.
That's just the way
All
life
right, so
is.
we hit the 1 hour mark, and I believe we have a special guest in the house. Dude, you coming on the show, or you just gonna hang out?
That's why you're here. All right, I'm here.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the show and shit, so we just gotta switch somebody out. We're gonna put Geechee on the show. I'm gonna go to commercial real quick, and let me see. I haven't played Debonair's, but
Well, I told you, social media has taken over. That's why even last week when we talked about
what do I got?
the kids watching.
We made it. Still standing. Don't nobody know you. Black Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Made it through the war, you can check my scars. Wanna understand life? Get behind these bars. You should never take it easy when it might seem hard. And I ain't come this far just to come this far.
I'm still standing.
Gotta learn how to smile when you still hurt.
It's okay.
With every one of my flaws, I feel perfect. When you take a loss, you develop a hard surface.
Yeah.
When you finally win in the end, it was all worth it.
Said I learned by heart, no Googles or YouTube. Stepped on color tops during recess, drinking Yoo-Hoos. while passing the rock. They was passing them rocks. I was hooping, but the dudes that smoked used to hoop too. Thinking like focus up young, or that could be you. Boy had a shot, now shooting up what he used to. I played chess, move like fresh, not what they used to. A lot of pride hit them stamps when I brought food, growing pains. This here for the have-nots, that'll have you in some knots. In order to have nots, either you part of the plot or we digging your plot. Think fast, cause what we pull up with, shaking the block. My bro fighting depression, plus sick as hell, he's sick as hell. Still getting knocked, he's sick as cells, but sick with cells. Still had guap when he got popped. He hit it well, we wished him well, then boy came home, brought another scale. The winning circle by the small as a dot, period. I keep my circle by the small as a dot. If they ain't making what you making, then they making it hot. Furthermore, I need furthermore, whatever's more than a lot. Let's go.
Made it through the war, you could check my scars. Wanna understand life? Get behind these bars. You should never take it easy when it might seem hard. And I ain't come this far just to come this far.
I'm still stamped.
Gotta learn how to smile when you still hurt.
It's okay.
With every one of my flaws, I feel perfect. When you take a loss, you develop a hard surface. When you finally win in the end, it was all worth it. He ain't see the big picture, so they made him a mural. When you ballin', gotta get around the hate with the euro. Even though I'm from the city, need a place that's rural. Get the house before the whip and then grind till it's plural. If you talking big spenders, then I'm mentioning Brenda. With the last name Walker, no relation to Kimber. See, we was getting money as long as I can remember. Still spending old bucks, you know, Lou Alcindor. I used to open doors, Alicia with the keys. Bunch of people that I feed, plus I got a couple seeds. I'm so against ratting, hate it like a disease. The kids don't understand why they never seen Chuck E. Cheese. Ambition of a hustler, I wanna succeed. Living for the moment, cause nothing is guaranteed. I call it a blessing, others call it greed. I got everything I want, but I never got what I need. Playing with your life.
Yeah, we're back. Word up. So we got a special guest in the house. Let me check and see, because he's kind of wearing green too. Yeah, he totally fucking disappeared. You got the red jacket. We might need the red jacket. You got the red jacket. Is the red jacket?
I got another jacket upstairs.
Yeah, we're looking straight through him. Like he's gone.
30 seconds.
Right. He's gone. So we ain't gonna put the camera on him just yet.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't see.
So right now, big shout out to my man Geechee.
What's up,
He's in town. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a lot of the stuff that he's doing, because he's doing some big things on Sirius, on XM and all that stuff. So we're going to talk about that and promote what he's been doing, so on and so forth. Gary.
Yo.
So your man signed an abortion thing today?
Oh, my man.
Your boy? Who's your boy?
It was your man who did that? So what's up with your man?
Joe Biden, he did an executive order to allow abortion access.
So what does that mean?
Basically, so if there's a woman or a young lady or a girl that's in one of these red states that want to get an abortion, they can go to, I guess, that neighboring state. Allows that, and the Justice Department, because there are some of these red states in their trigger laws, they have implemented that. Okay, you can't do abortions, and they're making it a crime to go across state lines.
Right.
Okay.
So now, in his executive order, he gave the Justice.
Woo! Watch the camera, Geech. Oh, I'm fixing the camera. Oh shit, he unplugged it and everything.
Oh, damn.
Geech came and fucked up the studio. Yo, plug that in right there. First plug that in. All right, so we get that back. Can you? No, it didn't come back. Hold on, we're in the dark. I'm in the dark here.
Shout out to artificial intelligence.
I'm in the dark here. Yeah, that was my shit. There you go. Yeah, just push that in. That should be back. Go ahead, let me see. No, is the camera off? Did the camera go off too? Look at the back.
It's on.
Okay. So the video went out though. Oh yeah, I'm in the dark, son. Oh wow, I look crazy right now. They're like, where is he?
Now I can see myself.
I'm in the dark here. Okay.
Plug that.
Oh, let me come on. I'll be right there.
All right.
Because I know you're not technically inclined. I'll go over and I'll work it out. Yeah, it's none of that. It's the USB.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's you. That ain't me. I'm in the dog here. I fucking scent of a woman. That was my shit. Hold on. Oh, boy.
That was a good movie too.
Yeah, let me just get over there real quick. All right, no move. No move. I got it. Oh, headphones speak back. Let's do this. All right. We're just gonna rock like that. We're gonna be like a radio show. That's all.
Oh, that's
Hold on. Oh, that's my headphones. All right. So, we're going to be dark for a while. All right, cool. Well, we can see Geechee. That's what's important. It's all over. That's me. Sorry with the headphone shit. All right, so. Okay, I'm comfy now.
all right.
I'm back, people. I'm feeling comfortable. By the way, next week we're going to be off the air because I'm redesigning the studio. So that's just for everybody to know that. And Geechee has no longer disappeared. So Geech, first of all, what's going on? Big shout out to my man Geechee Dan.
Thank you for the love. This was unexpected, so I appreciate the love. Eddie Rivera from Hip Hop Boulevard, you know, he said, "Yo, Geechee, why don't you come through, man?" I said, "All right, cool, no problem."
So what are you doing, man? What are you doing these days? I know you've been
busy.
You know, I always see you online, so I always know like you're curating museums and stuff. Like you're that guy that just does shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's Geechee doing now? You know, I just don't never know. So what's going on with you? What are you doing?
Well, first, foremost, I got a 2-year deal with SiriusXM Channel 43, Rock the Bells, LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio.
Okay.
So he gave me a 2-year deal to do my show, Planet of the Tapes.
Okay.
On Tuesday at midnight, and my co-host is Diamond the Artist. He's the DJ for formerly for EPMD. He was EPMD's first DJ.
Okay.
And he used to DJ for Prince.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was this.
What, did he like scratch for him? Like,
nah, he was his tour DJ for 6 years in the 90s.
When doves cry. I just can imagine Prince being a DJ.
I wanna be your lover.
Oh, shit. That's
you know what I'm saying? I can't see that. You know, that's dope. That's dope. Okay.
Yeah, he used to work for Prince. He used to work for Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, Prince was hip hop though. People don't realize that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And he used to work for Puffy for making the band.
Okay.
So he did, a lot of industry stuff in the 90s and the 2000s. So he's, his resume's, what I'm saying, he got a good resume with him. So before.
Wait, big shout out to Daphne. What's up,
Hey,
Daphne?
Daphne, how you doing?
Old Prince DJ. Old Prince DJ.
So before Biz Markie passed away, he had a conversation with me, and we was talking about, how to do a tape show. He was going to help me, take the tapes to where everybody's talking about collecting them, and he was like, "Look, we can't. Nobody wants to hear a 35-minute tape of Cold Crush 4,
correct,
or Funky 4.
You're right.
So he was like, "Look, you got to give the world snippets." A little, you know what I'm saying? You got to spoon feed these people, because they don't know nothing about these tapes, like Biz Markie and the people in New York that collect tapes. So, I got with Diamond the Artist. That was a mentor of Biz, mentored him as well as myself.
Yeah, Biz was a record master. People don't actually
we
realize.
were just talking about that yesterday. He was magic, man, behind.
Yeah, he was so incredible because you could tell him about any record and he would know the name of it, who the artist was, like the whole shit. And I remember I didn't even know that he knew me, right? So one day, I walked up to him, and I was a fan, you know what I'm saying? Because he was hot before I was hot, you know what I'm saying? So I was a Bismarck fan. And I walked up to him, he's like, "Hey, Stick, how you doing?" And I was like, Bismarck knows me. He's like, and he knew my record, and he knew.
I want to. I like to introduce myself. My name is Bismarck. And that's a rock logic. And Gary Facts. And
Damn. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. Oh, this guy's ridiculous with that shit.
I'm sorry.
Nah, man, it was good. I was like, damn. That's
No, I was blessed to share a documentary with Biz Markie. The first human beatbox documentary.
Right.
Yeah, man, I was blessed to even beat Biz and share the stage with Biz.
Hip hop has lost a great,
yes, sir,
great dude, man. And so when he got me and Diamond together, and LL reached out to me. He said, "Yo, Geechee, man, I like the demo. You know, you gave me and shit." And he was like, "Yo, can you do an hour of what you did? Like a 3-minute? You did a 3-minute demo. Can you do an hour show?"
Right.
I said, "Yeah."
Wow, that's a blessing.
Yeah, here I am on Rock the Bells on.
But you and L. Oh wait, let's get that.
That's right.
But you and L also have a history. Am I
Yeah, I grew up
accurate
with
in that?
LL.
Yeah, you grew up with him, right? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I grew up with LL on Farmers.
Right.
I'm from Queens.
Okay.
And he was top dog in the hood, and I was like second top dog in the hood.
Right.
So we eventually, bump heads.
Right.
And we had our words, and we had our little confrontations. Teenagers.
Like you're supposed to.
Like we're supposed to.
Yeah.
And we went at it, and I got at him. I called him out. He didn't, he wasn't that type of a dude to call people out.
Right.
But if you call him out, he gonna go for your head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I called him out, and he destroyed me. Like you're supposed to.
That's real.
I said my rhyme, and he said his rhyme, and he destroyed me.
Right.
And we've been friends ever since.
Right.
We're talking about 15, 16 years old.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. That's a childhood friend.
Yes, yeah. So, when he reached out to me, it was sincere, and he said, "Yo, man, I got you.
Right.
You do your thing," because he know I love hip hop just as well. I'm passionate.
Because talking to him is not like talking to a star. You just talking to your man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. But I realized who I'm talking to at the same time.
Right.
I realized he could change my life.
Correct.
Right. And,
but you're like, all right, cool, my man.
It was real cool though.
Right.
The conversation was cool. Like, oh shit, this man he really gonna put me on for real.
Right.
This ain't a 9-to-5 person.
Right.
Like they got a job and they're managing you shit. This is LL.
Right. LL Cool J, baby.
So man, that was just really dope of him to do that. I'm very grateful that he did that, man. He didn't have to do that to me.
Yes, sir.
Right.
For real. So
Yes,
big
sir.
shout out to LL, man. Rock the Bells Radio and his team.
Let me see.
I'm also doing
Coco Dreams asks, wasn't you mentioned in a song, in an LL song? I guess she's asking.
I might have been. I don't know. I can't keep up all his hits.
Right.
I might have been.
Yeah. Okay.
I might have been.
That was crazy. Yeah. That came up. So
Hip-hop,
it's
bro.
interesting that you're doing these tapes because I got to tell you something. I was doing a class, and I had a bunch of they were teenagers, right? And I had the turntable up, and I have the tapes. I have them, that I can play them. And I said, "Y'all want to hear where this shit came from?" I said, "Because you don't even know where it came from,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like you all this A Boogie shit and all this stuff,
Right.
I said, "Let me show you what this shit
came from,
where it
really
came from."
come from, right.
And I played a Funky Four thing, and Shyrock was rocking, and Lisa Lee is rocking, and Jazzy J is actually DJing, and they're
Right.
playing. He's playing 7 Minutes of
7
Funk.
Minutes of Funk, yeah.
Right.
That was at
And-
Stevenson High School.
Right.
I got that.
Yeah,
tape.
exactly.
7
And-
minutes long.
Exactly. These niggas is like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I said, this is where it comes from. I said, the problem with that is y'all don't know your history.
And
Exactly.
they need to.
They're
They need
like,
to.
why would y'all do that? I said, because what we did then is what made what you're listening to now
That's
possible.
right. That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I ended up giving like a 30-minute lecture. You know what I'm saying? About,
Yep.
what it was like and how we created and,
Park
and how
jams.
yeah.
Routines.
Right. And how it
I
all
had-
evolved.
Not to cut you off, I had Stevie D from
Hey,
Force
what's up?
MCs.
What's up, Justine? Justine Marie from the Poconos in the house.
I had Stevie D from the Poker. You gotta be saying the Poker.
But Stevie is in the Poconos.
You do live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Stevie D from the Foursome D's. Prior to that was the Foursome C's.
Foursome
Dr.
C's,
Rock
yeah.
and Foursome C's.
Yeah.
So when he called in, we played a snippet of Dr. Rock and the Foursome C's at Harlem World 1981 Christmas Rappers Convention with the Battle of the Kumo D with Busy B.
Right.
Right.
Johnny Wild's on the tape, Cold Crush 4, and Dr. Rock and Foursome C's. So we talking about, the harmonizing, and we was like, these people that's doing what they doing today need to hear this.
Right.
Because they the fathers of harmonizing
Facts.
at that time. They was harmonizing, and they were also damn good rappers.
Right.
MCs.
Facts.
Not only could they sing, but they could rhyme. They could rhyme too.
Facts.
But the ironic thing about them, they never did a rap album. They came out as the Force MDs and did singing.
Yeah.
They
didn't even rhyme.
It just go to show how multi-talented they were, you know?
Yeah, but he's right, because I remember feeling a little disappointed by that. You know what I'm saying? I was
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I knew the tapes.
Rockin' and y'all make an album, you don't even rhyme.
Y'all didn't rap at all, right?
That just forgave. Fuck around.
Like, I remember looking, right, because, you know, I was like, oh, they got a deal. I remember when they got the deal at Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy,
And I was just like, oh, you know, this is dope, you know, because I'm thinking they're going to do what they've been doing in the street. Right. They're going to harmonize. They're going to rap. It's going to be some crazy shit. And these niggas came up with "Let Me Love You in the Sunlight," and I was waiting for the rhyme.
They did one. I think it was "Itching for a Scratch." They rapped in that one.
Itching for a scratch.
Itching for a scratch.
Yeah, they might have.
It wasn't no.
Listen, I'm trying to, you know, it was bullshit, but
they ain't going like they used to do on the tape.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
That was a little bit of a reach.
I was way over a reach. That was no do.
Hold on. Oh, no, I even got that shit.
There you
get
go.
the buzzer, nigga.
I try to save him. I tried to.
And that's what we do when we do our show. We educate. We play tapes.
Right.
We play the songs, you know, live, whether they was at a, you know, at the Apollo, or whether they was at Harlem World or T Connection, or they was at the park.
Yeah.
We played the live version, and then whatever they was sampled, we played the original composer of that song.
That's what's up.
We give out, you know, hip hop 101s.
Right.
You know, I'll give you an example. We did a go-go hip hop show 2 weeks ago. We had Ice Cube at with Junkyard Band in DC. We had Dougie Fresh with Rare Essence. We got
nice.
DJ Cool, EU live.
Right, EU,
You know, so, and we had Curtis. Curtis Blow was actually the first hip hop artist to collaborate go-go music with hip hop.
Oh, really?
He was the first hip hop artist to do that. So we played the song, and then we told everybody
it's a go-go record.
And also, he's also the first rapper to go certified gold.
Yeah.
Right.
With a single, The Breaks. So we giving it, you know, we're not only just playing tapes.
Right.
Or live performances. We giving them hip hop 101. We got people calling in, some of the icons, some of the pioneers. They called in MC Globe from the
Globe. Yeah, that's my man.
He called in. Stevie D from the Force MCs called in. DJ Cool, Let Me Clear My Throat.
Right.
He called in. LA Sunshine, he called in from the Treacherous 3.
Right.
Rodney C from the Funky Four. So all these pioneers. Shy Rock has called in, gave me a drop.
The fathers.
All the pioneers.
Right.
So I listened to what Biz was telling me. I said, I can't play 45 minutes of a Cold Crush. I can't play no straight tape. So I got to break it up every 4 or 5 minutes, do a commercial break, play a song of who I'm, you know what I'm saying, who I'm playing of, and then go back to the tape or go back to the live performance or go and play a snippet
or go educate
interviews and educate. And then, you know, Diamond, he cuts up shit, you know. He cut up, you know, like we used to do in the park.
Listen,
so we do all that.
Much respect to you, because we need more people like you.
Thank you, man.
To really express the history. Because we don't have no foundation that gives out the history. It's very important that the youth of today in hip hop knows the history. And it's us that gives it.
Right.
So you have a strong foundation, and you have a great chance to show the youth how important it is to know their history. So salute to you, man. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you. And
you want to go religious on that one?
Huh?
You want to go religious on that one?
I have a dream today. Because you notice a lot of rappers do that. Because I was walking down the street.
I thought you were going to preach. I'm sorry.
I can preach. Don't let me do that.
I was ready for you, baby.
I can preach. But
yeah, and it's dope because you're really, you're keeping something alive that needs to be alive. Which, ironically, I was actually at the Universal Hip Hop Museum today, right? Because I'm doing an install there.
Yeah, big shout out to them.
Yeah, big shout out to Rocky and LG.
What they're doing up there, no doubt.
And I gotta tell you, if you've been to the first incarnation of that shit, right? The one where they did with the 70s, right?
Yes.
And they had the train and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that was there. Beautiful. But the shit that they got now, nigga. I gotta tell you, this made the first exhibit like it was prehistoric, like it needed to be, right? Because it was the 70s.
Right.
And the 70s is prehistoric.
Yes.
They had a, like I'm gonna put a video up of it this week. We're gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna actually put a video up of what I was doing. I got to do it before the 12th because the 12th they open up. But they had it was so much shit. But one thing that I was impressed about is when you first walk in, there's a button on the side and it says, "Push me," and then you push it, and then the fucking room lights up, and then Dougie comes on, and you're in this whole like box. Then I went to another part of the museum. And they had a gate, like a gate like for a store, and it's down.
Yes.
And you can do digital graffiti. Mm-hmm. And you have a spray can, and you can spray onto this gate and experience graffiti. They have a giant boom box. Rocky had these. He had the Oculus on, and then I went into the Universal Hip Hop Museum Metaverse, and up there, and he was having a meeting, right? And he goes, "Rocky, he goes, put this on, right?" So I put the shit on. And I see other people, right? And they're all talking about what the plans are. You know, they're doing the whole thing. And they're like, yeah, they're like, Rock, you want to see the... First, they put me in a club. So I'm in a club. There's a whole fucking stage, sound system, everything, 360. Then they're like, come to the studio. And I said, you got a fucking studio? They're like, yeah. All this is virtual, right? They can see me as an avatar. I see them as avatars.
Right.
And then we walk into the recording studio, and that shit was fucking crazy.
Man.
Like, this shit was blowing my mind, bro.
That's what's up.
That's dope. And not to add on to what you just said, I got tapes from 76, 77. And the weird thing about them is the boring ass tape that you ever hear because there's nothing going on in 76.
Right.
In early 77. There's no scratching.
Right.
There's no cutting. There's straight mixing.
Yep.
See,
It may be boring to someone else.
Yeah, but
to someone like me,
you
feel me?
But the average American, I'm on Sirius XM, so they like,
what is that?
what is that?
Yeah.
That's just average mixing.
Right.
There's
Well, back then it was called blends. It was blends.
Mixing. It was straight mix, disco mixing.
right?
There was no Theodore cutting. There was no
Right.
flash, back spinning, and
Yeah.
needle
It was
dropping.
just-
None of that
And then
was
you had a
going
hype
on.
man. Remember you had the hype man.
It had a,
Keep on. Keep
right.
on. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Actually, it's boring. So now my job, I said, you know what? I'm going to recreate what was going on and use the actual records.
Right.
And I'll be the yes, y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you left your keys up in the front, or
Yeah.
you know that type
Right.
of shit.
Do the whole
shout
thing.
outs type of stuff.
Right.
Because there was
Recreate the moment.
and use the tape in the background and have it go in and out. But I'm going to use the actual records that
Right.
was being played on the tape.
Gotcha.
Colt 45
Right.
was 45 cents a can and shit
That's
like
right.
that.
Right.
So I'm gonna create it like that so people can get a better understanding of what was going on in 1976.
And it's great. I'm glad you made a good point about the blends, because back then it was called blends, which
Right.
later on became what we call remixes.
Right.
It just wasn't called remixes back then.
Right.
Right.
So that's where that comes from.
That's
So
the
that's why it's
foundation.
really important that the youth understands
Understands this.
the history.
Yes.
And you know what they have to get is that we didn't really have a whole lot of entertainment, right?
Nope.
So when a nigga brought 2 turntables out and some speakers, just that
Alone
was fucking
was
entertaining.
fucking
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit.
Oh,
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't have a whole lot of
You about to get
entertainment.
electrocuted, plugging that shit up in the light
pole. Look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was entertaining to us, just seeing that. I remember going out and seeing Jazzy DJ. You know what I'm saying? And it was just looking at the speakers and your whole goal
This was heavy back then.
and your whole goal was to get behind the ropes.
That's right.
Because
That was VIP.
That was VIP.
Right.
That was VIP.
You know how many times I got kicked out from behind the ropes? I sneak back there and I try to stand next to Jazzy and shit. I didn't even know Jazzy. I was like, but I know I'm gonna get some pussy on from school because I was standing next to
behind the
Jazzy.
ropes, yeah.
I was behind the ropes. You know?
And then you know,
I'm down.
Jazzy J, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Bloop, bloop.
Right.
Shout out to Jazzy J, man, because that's the man that created Def Jam.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yep.
Salute to my man Jazzy J.
Little
man.
old joint, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Robin says, "Is he going to use the old Jerry curl commercials?" Nah, not playing that. Are you going to use the Jerry curl commercials? I mean, you should actually because that was big in the '80s. The whole Jerry curl movement was.
Dude,
was
that Jerry curl.
I did a show. I think it was my second show. I recreated a park jam.
okay.
I told Diamond the artist played Herbie Hancock. I think it was playing some shit like that. Rocket, some shit, old 1977 shit.
Oh, you talking about Headhunter? Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
Dun, dun.
Boom, boom, boom. Shit. That's
It was a dope jam. It was one of my Zulu tapes.
Right.
And I told him to play the jam and stop the music. I said, yo, clear the ropes.
Right.
Yo, take all that shit down outside the park.
Right.
And then, because I wanted to recreate a park jam
Right.
for my listeners. Because they, we talking about white people. They don't know what the fuck is going
Listen,
on.
there's a lot of things you can do with that, man. A lot
of avenues. And
Oh, yeah.
As I was, the more that I kept doing the show, the more ideas kept coming. I can do a reggae hip hop. I can do, and that's when me and Diamond did the go-go hip hop.
Right.
We could do a show based off graffiti rock. We could do a
Graffiti
show with
rock.
Wild Style.
Graffiti
We could
rock.
do
Shout out to Charlie
Clutch
Ahern.
Groove.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all these ideas, Beat Street,
And
I could play tapes and music.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna. We started looking up here like, yo, this can go further.
Yes,
We
sir.
can start playing tapes of Shaq.
Right.
It goes on and on and
It's
on.
going to be a time and point that these people need to know not just Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel and Cold Crush. They're going to need to know Fresh Prince.
Right.
They're going to need Puffy. They need to know Nas.
That's right. That's
DMX.
Because as funny as it might sound, the 14-year-old doesn't know them.
No.
Even the Philly movement.
They don't even know Run DMC.
They don't even know Run DMC.
They don't even know no. I think they made Tupac. Maybe.
Right. At best.
At best. Right.
Even like a lot of the hip hop artists that come from the South, they had a white group called the White Boys.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
People didn't know about Kid and Play. Before there was Kid and Play, it was called Play Kids.
The Play.
They had different names, but they had Kid and Play.
Yeah.
Because back then they had like My Adidas, they did songs like She's a Skeezer, so it's a lot of history that's this shit for real. They did though.
It's not just New York. We talking about Two Live Crew.
We
talking about Scarface. Shy D. It's Trina. And that's what I got tapes of, like Little Kim, Fat Joe, Jay-Z. So instead of now concentrating on just New York people, it just transcended over to talking more about everybody that contribute to this big pot of gumbo called hip hop.
Yeah.
Because everybody had, you know what? I gotta give you that.
Absolutely.
Because everybody has a big bang in their city when it happened. Everyone has a godfather of hip hop in their city.
Right.
Everybody.
We just don't know.
Right. We don't know
because we wasn't there.
Right. But everyone's got. There's a Philly guy. You know. There's a Connecticut guy. There's a
St. Louis dude.
Yeah.
There's a Kansas City dude.
Right. Everyone has.
There's a Jersey dude.
Yeah. Everybody has that. Everybody has that, and I think it's dope that you're exploring that.
Yes, sir.
It took Biz Markie to tell me exactly how to go about doing it. He's like, yo, man, you can't play no fucking Cold Crush for 40 minutes.
Right.
It's boring. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody knows them like that.
Right.
So I had to, when I did the Fresh Prince show, which should be airing probably the next 3 weeks. I did, because I pre-record my shows. So I did a Fresh Prince show with him, destroying with his, Jazzy Jeff at the Union Square.
Oh my God, I was there that night.
So I played that tape.
That's classic, bro.
Then I got a tape of him battling Steady B.
That's
off Philly Radio, or Philadelphia radio.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I got him doing Summertime Live.
That's what's
Right.
up.
And then as I was going into the show, Grandmaster Cash was the biggest influence on Fresh Prince. So I incorporated an interview.
Right.
For him saying that. So these people can know that this man is a pioneer that influenced Fresh Prince.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we need to. That's when I started.
If you don't know, is Will Smith, by the way. If just kids y'all don't know.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Yeah, just kids
same
don't know.
dude.
Yeah, listen, I'm just telling you. People are going, who's the Fresh Prince?
And listen, shout out, being that I'm a beatboxer, shout out to Ready Rock C, who was down with Fresh Prince.
Yes,
And
big
Ready
shout
Rock
out to
was
him.
nice.
Ready
Yeah,
Rock C,
yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So the whole.
And that's how I miss Biz because he used to call me like every other week. Yo, Geechee. Yo, you gotta spoon feed him, son. You gotta spoon feed him. Yo, we take you guys. I said, I got this tape of you. Yeah, I got a tape of you at a Baisley Park. No, you don't, son. No, you don't, son. And he'll play a tape clear.
As a bell.
Clear.
Biz was that dude. And still
Like no
is.
static, no mono, nothing, no nothing. It was like
He would get him clean.
damn.
He would get him cleaned
He
up.
cleaned up, yeah. He was like, I said, yo, man, where'd you get that shit from? You ain't got that, son. You ain't
Yeah.
got this shit,
Yeah.
son.
And that's exactly how he was.
Yo. And we be on the phone for 2 hours.
Listen,
3 hours, man.
Biz Markie, it's funny. I was supposed to battle Biz back in the days, back in like '85, Queensbridge. And years later, I think it was like '98. Me, my partner Eminard and Kenny Muhammad, Human Orchestra.
Kenny Muhammad.
Kenny.
I remember
Yeah.
Kenny. That was my man.
Yeah, that's one of my beatbox. Yeah, we was the first beatbox orchestra called MB 2000.
Yep.
And Kenny was like, "Yo, Biz got a show at Tramps. Remember Tramps?
I remember Tramps. Yeah, I remember Tramps.
So
Wow,
we did.
Damn.
We were scheduled that same night. We were scheduled to do the Stretch and Bombito show. Right. So Kenny goes, "Yo, man, Biz got a show at Tramps, right?" So we go down there. Biz, Kenny, if you watch it, don't kill me. But Eminard got us in.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was me, Rozelle, Biz Markie, Grandmaster Cass.
Damn.
And we all got on stage, and Biz, so rest in peace to Biz, it was his show, and he allowed us to do a beatbox symphony.
That's
That's
what's up.
dope.
Yeah.
And it was a young lady named Amy, oh my God, she was from the New York Times, and she gave us an article. If it wasn't for Biz Markie, we wouldn't have got that article in the New York Times.
That's dope. And he was always like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a great
Help
guy.
So you took me to a moment, man. You took me to a place, man.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
very passionate
I
hip
miss the
hop.
shit out of him, man. We was doing the show. It's going to air this Tuesday at midnight on Sirius XM on Rock the Bells Radio.
Yeah.
We got it approved to do a 90-minute tribute to Biz.
Yeah.
Man, that shit is dope.
Listen,
and at
man.
the end, I started crying because we put in snippets of him talking, and it was just dope. Talking about the L Brothers, his first tape.
Right.
And we played a snippet of Biz when he was 14 years old, rhyming on the mic. First time on the mic for Biz. He was 14 years old. So it was really emotional, man.
You take me to a place. I remember hearing Biz, my man Craig G, who I was running with, because Craig G used to be a beatboxer.
Craig G from Queensbridge?
Yeah, and that's how me and Craig met. We battled each other.
Right.
And I destroyed him. But the point is, now salute to my man Craig. So he let me. So I used to hear Biz tapes.
Right.
And he had did this beat, and he echoed it, and he went. He'll go. But his version was.
Yeah. Yep.
I said, I gotta get him. And then when I saw him perform at Hip Hop USA,
Right. I got that tape.
now I know as far as beatbox and vocal percussion, I would have got him. But what Biz had, he was just big, like his performance, his stage presence, his comedic.
Yes.
He had an extra aura about him. To me,
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Biz turned comedian to hip hop.
Yes.
Because to me, Biz should have had his own show.
Yes.
He should have had his own
Yeah.
sitcom. He should have
Yes.
been
He should have
in
been-
movies.
Yes.
True.
That's true.
I'm sorry. I just
That's
wanted
true.
to put that out.
But I got that tape when he was at USA skating ring on
Yeah.
Roosevelt Avenue in Queens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just played a tape of KRS-One
Damn.
Yeah.
at USA.
Yeah, he's supposed to battle my man Poe. But that's another conversation. We're going to get into that. But
Yeah.
It's
No
so
doubt.
crazy. I drive past USA all the time because I live around the
Hip-hop
corner.
USA.
Yes.
I mean, it's not, no, it's gone.
Oh, about to say.
But I remember
been gone.
Right down the street was a White Castle.
That's right.
Yeah. In the ball, remember the ball
Cross like a little,
busters?
cross like the little, you cross
It's
the
like a
highway,
little
get
hill.
you in. Yep.
Yep.
And I used to do contests all the time, man. Beatbox contests all the
Get out
time.
of here. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
what's up.
And back then, my name was DMX.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, Prince
I gotta see if I
DMX.
can find some tapes of you.
I don't know, man. I was a kid, man. I was burnt, skinny, you know.
Yeah, so was I, man.
Nobody really cared.
Waist
you know.
26.
That was during the Stetsasonic days. But, you know, salute to you, brother. Like, for real. I didn't even know that you was doing this stuff, man. Damn, Rock,
Yeah, I got
you bringing up
900
some phenomenal guests.
I got 900 jams.
Damn.
900. I'm talking about old Mr. Magic shows.
Yeah.
Classic.
Jerry Blood.
Yeah,
Jerry
Mr.
Blood
Magic.
Rock.
Oh my God!
World, premiere.
Wow.
I got Zulu Beat shows. World Famous Supreme
See,
2
that's
shows.
classic. That's classic.
I know you got tapes of my cousin Mikey D.
I got Mikey D. I got about 40 tapes of him.
All right.
I got a tape. I just spoke to him the other day because he called into the show for the
It
KRS
says
One.
Jerry Blood Rock.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a tape with Mikey D battle Melly Mel?
I was at the new music
No, I
seminar.
got the tape. I got the tape of him there where he destroyed that dude that did the 40 ounce YZ. The 40 ounce song.
Yeah, YZ.
YZ. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that tape.
Because nobody can find that tape. Somebody got that tape.
But there's no tape of him going at Mel. But
Somebody got it.
because I got the tape of him there battling him
YZ.
to win.
Okay.
As he won.
Okay.
He took out Bango from Cleveland. I got that part, but I don't got when Mel stepped to him.
Somebody got it.
I hope.
Find it.
I'm finding. I'm looking for it. I got the Roxanne Shante,
Yeah.
seminar with
Yeah.
Busy Bean. I got all that.
Man,
too.
you got a lot of real.
I got Cold
like,
Crush.
Classic stuff.
I got all the Baisley Park jams. 231 Park. I got Lincoln Park.
Do you realize what you have, bro?
Q Club.
Do you realize what you have?
Oh wow!
Wow. Yo.
You don't have platinum shit. You got some unicorn shit, and you sitting there playing.
I ain't playing.
No, I don't mean it in a negative way.
No, I'm talking. This is how serious I am. Let me tell y'all something. I went to the Library of Congress in November last year, right? And I took a handful of tapes, cassette tapes. And I went to the Library of Congress and I said, I want to have these tapes inducted into the Library of Congress. And they looked at me like I was fucking crazy. They, what the fuck are you? Why? What? So I played them the tapes of Grandmaster Flash in 1978, L Brothers and Fantastic Five and
Disco
Cold Crush,
Twins.
Curtis Blow. They was like, oh shit. I played them a tape of Jam Master Jay and Baisley in a battle.
Wow.
They was like, I said, half these people on the tapes are dead.
Divine Sound.
Divine Sounds, yes. DJ, I played it from my MP3,
Right.
and I said, here's the original. I got the CD and I got it on MP3. I got about 900 of them. I'll donate 25 of them, but it's going to cost you.
Right.
And so we're working on a collaboration right now where I have my top 25 inducted into the Library of Congress, and then try to get voted in September, just coming up September, that I can be on the board.
Wow.
Nice. We like that. So,
So
Geeks.
I'm trying to do some things in the lanes that I'm creating my own lane to do shit, because nobody don't want to put the grind in to do iconic shit, and that's impact, that has an impact.
Sure.
And I tell people, I don't want to come to your fucking party. No, I don't want to pop no bottles. How many weekends we gotta pop bottles and party? Let's try to do something that has an impact.
Substantial.
Yes, sir.
That can be something iconic, something
Yes, sir.
global.
There
That's
we go.
how I move.
That's how it's
If it
supposed to
ain't
be.
global, if it ain't impactful, if it ain't got nothing, it's not iconic about it, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Well, listen.
Because I'm not gonna try to do everything, what everybody else is doing.
You got a team here that got your full support, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
We fuck with Geechee. So, Geech,
Yo,
let them know, because I'm going to have Heidi's going to come on and do some announcements and
Okay.
stuff. Let them know where they can hear your show and
All
the
right.
times that you're on the air.
all right, bet. Planet of the Tapes, Geechee Dan, Diamond the Artist. We on Rock the Bells Radio, Channel 43, Sirius XM. We on Tuesday night, midnight, Eastern Time, out west, We are 9:00 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific time. And the shows are rerun on Saturday morning at 5 in the morning Eastern time, and on Sunday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So you can hear the reruns, and then the new show comes back on Tuesday at midnight.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Let me just say something real quick. I remember when Dr. Dre was on the operating room.
Yes, yeah.
He used to talk about you all the time. He used to blow you up. And people out there, it's the same Dr. Dre that was on Yo MTV Raps.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to him being on Yo MTV Raps, he had the operating room.
That's right. I was part of that.
Right. He talked about you all the time. It was on Monday nights.
Monday night at 10 o'clock in the
Yep.
and
let them know
and
love of Dr. Dre.
Yeah, right. And he was also right.
And Love came later.
Yeah.
Because it's too Dr. Dre.
Right.
But that show is a classic show.
Yes.
As you know, everybody from Def Jam practically came through that show. See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But Dre used to talk about you all the time. All the time.
Big shout out to Dr. Dre, man. He was a big mentor to me because I used to sit there and watch him do the whole show from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Classic, dude.
And then they would take me home because I used to come up there on the bus. And they was like, yo, man, we can't let this dude walk home. He's up here like loyal, like every fucking weekend, every Monday. And as they saw me walking home, and they sat back, they watched me walk all the way fucking down Hempstead Turnpike.
That's fucked up.
Wow. At 1 o'clock in the morning, yo. And I had to go to school because I was still in high school.
That was your dedication to hip hop.
Yeah, and they was like, yo, man, this dude, man, we can't. So T Money told Dre, so yo, man, either Flavor, the MC DJ Flavor, at that time, Flavor Flav, or Son of Berserk, TA,
Okay.
Right.
or Sugar Bear, or Chuck himself would take me home.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Big shout out to them, man.
That was what was the station they was on?
They was on BAU.
WBAU.
90.3.
Right.
Yeah.
90.3.
90.3 operating room.
I lived for that show, bro.
Mr. Bill used to come on before
That's
that.
right. Yep.
On Mr. Bill's show. Bill Stephanie.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and from that, I'm gonna hit the button and we're gonna switch out. I'm gonna go to commercial real quick, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The real discussion can't be silenced. Perspective of yours, one night show. Me Hector, me people, the conversation, and Q Nation.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world. No, the universe.
Boardwalk Global Media Radio.
Still. Your systems are offline.
Oh shit, nigga! Is you crazy? Get the power back on!
Oh shit, here we go again.
Please donate to our Cash App, Boardwalk Podcast. That's $, Boardwalk Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The real discussion can't be silenced. Perspective of yours, one night show. Me Hector, me people, the conversation, and Q Nation.
Yeah, we're back. So we're in the last 15 minutes of the show. So before we sign off, Heidi was asking me a little bit earlier, and so was Eddie Rivera. He was asking do you promote events? And I always promote events, but normally what'll happen is before the show, or a few days before the show, someone will email me a flyer, and then we'll create a commercial for it, or something that I can go to that I can put it on the screen so everybody can see it. So with that being said, Heidi's got a few events coming up, right? You got a few joints that's going on.
There's a couple of joints going on in New York. Period.
I'm gonna let you get lined up, and you let me know when you lined up and you're ready, and then you can run off all the events.
Well, let me talk about our next Hip Hop Boulevard event.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on camera. All right, go Heidi Z.
So, Hip Hop Boulevard, we're having another event. We're having another panel on technology and social media. And I'm actually going to be one of the panelists up there speaking, and that'll be going on July 16, guys, at 9 a.m. At PS, hold on, I'm going to get it together. It's one of the schools, PS 343, which is at 345 Brook Avenue, and it's also free breakfast. So anyone come down and stuff and learn about technology and how it works in hip hop, and that's what we'll be covering as well.
Okay.
Yes, and don't forget, Park Jams is back every Thursday at Crotona Park with all the DJs. Rock, will you be attending?
Yes, I am.
They started yesterday.
Was that the Tools of War?
The Tools of War, yes. We have people that come from all over the world to see, it's the whole month of, the whole month, every Thursday. So guys, go down and check out all the, old school jams and DJs that'll be playing there every Thursday.
Who's sponsoring? Is Chrissy Z still doing that? Or she's not doing it anymore? She's like, who's Chrissy Z? Okay.
I'm not 90s.
All right. So Chrissy was originally...
She used to do that, right?
She was originally, and I think she was a creative Tools of War. Mm-hmm. And I guess maybe Kaz and them probably took it over.
Probably.
She's the one who got me. I was able to perform with Grandmaster Cass and them on that event.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, I don't have...
I ain't
got nothing to say.
I know. We leave it alone.
Yeah, we're moving on with that one.
Moving right along.
Some people can be very disrespectful. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm thinking about buying a bag of chips, But
Also, we also have on Saturday tomorrow.
Oh, wait, where's that happening? The Tools of War thing's happening where?
Crotona Park.
What time?
Every Thursday. They start at 5 p.m.
They start at 5 p.m. Okay,
Yes.
so we didn't get that.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead next.
So make sure you guys go out there and check that out every Thursday. Also, we have Noni Styles fashion show going on.
Okay.
Saturday, July 9th at 200 Lincoln Center. Come see all the African designs through Noni Styles as well.
July 9th.
July 9th.
Well, isn't that like
that's
tomorrow?
tomorrow, yeah.
Well, damn. All right. Well, y'all better be there tomorrow. Shit.
Well, I've been promoting on all the platforms and stuff.
So
like that.
where in Lincoln Center is it going to be?
I didn't say Lincoln Center. I said 200 Lincoln Place in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Lincoln Center.
No.
It's 200 Lincoln Place in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
200 Lincoln Place.
Yes, sir.
In Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to be there.
Okay.
All right. All right.
So, Noni
is that like
Styles
off of Washington Avenue?
Noni Styles, no, actually, the store is on the store itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Nostrand. I don't have the exact address, but Noni Styles is an African designer who designs, African clothing for the beautiful queens.
Okay.
Make them feel like queens.
What time does that event start?
That starts at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Nostrand in Lincoln Place.
Yes.
That's fair
We've
enough.
been promoting for months now, so.
I can't wait to see that.
So, if you go on my page, do you do social media, Rock? I don't never
I do.
see you. Oh, you do? I don't have you on social media.
I'm quite the jokester.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll say
And
some
guys,
stuff.
also, I'll be there doing interviews August 6th as well.
Where?
At Rock the Bells. Woo!
Is that a concert? Where's it? Who's on that concert?
Oh my
Where is
God,
it?
Where's that?
Forest Hill Stadium.
Forest Hills, yeah, August 6th.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's a big lineup: Fat Joe, Remy, Capone, Nori, Rick Ross.
Okay.
Yes, it's just, and the list goes on. I'm super duper excited. You gonna be there? Y'all gonna be
Yeah.
there? I'm gonna be there too.
Coming to hang out.
And also, I have September 16th. I like to start promoting now at the. It will be the 6th annual CETA Awards, Success in the Arts, which will be held at Jamaica Performing Arts Center on September 16th as well.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, for now.
All right.
That I can remember.
So fair enough. That's Heidi. It says you're not crazy, Rock. She did say Lincoln Center.
Who was that? I did.
Yeah, they said it in the
Well, you know, I got a
chat.
head concussion, so that knows.
Thank you, Todd. She's like, nah, you Lincoln Center.
Whatever.
All right, that's so fucking funny.
Rock. So, I got one more thing to say. So, for those of you who know, Baba T's, his billboard has been up in Times Square for the last 3 weeks. Sunday is the last day that it's going to be up there. So, if you haven't seen it,
go down there and check it
42nd
out.
Street between 7th and 8th, it's up there. So, Sunday is the last day.
And with that being said, Rock Logic is out. I'll see you next week. So just so that everyone's on schedule, this week I'm shutting down and I'm changing stuff. So probably I'm gonna try to be up by next Friday for the first show. Maria Davis Can't Be Silenced podcast will not be broadcast this Monday because she's in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Maria. That's my girl.
Yeah, she just hit me this morning when she was taking off. You know, we all contributed to her trip. So she took off today to go to Dubai. I guess she'll be back next week. So it's kind of perfect timing for me to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm tired. I'm going home. I'm going to knock out. And I don't have to work tomorrow, so I get to sleep late. I can drink hard, smoke some cigars, and pass out.
And make sure you don't take too many edibles.
No. Chinks, don't be on no bullshit, Chinks. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on no
I don't want you to
bullshit.
come back here next week and you still on edibles.
Nah, we good. And tomorrow we got Me Gente Me People with Claudia CC Perez tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, tomorrow.
One Night is back, and they're on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Sandrea is off of the campaign trail after the elections, so now she has time to come in and do the show. So the whole gang will be back on Sunday, and after that will be the last show for Boardwalk Global Media until next week, or maybe for 2 weeks. Cool?
Cool.
I'll see you all.
So
Peace.
See ya.
What, Gary?
Gary,
I was gonna say I thought there was gonna be a Hip Hop Boulevard show at 2 o'clock.
That's a maybe.
Okay, all right.
And the reason why that's a maybe is because
I know, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay.
we got to see what that's going to be.
Okay, all right.
If it's going to be, it's going to be.
Gotcha.
Right?
All right.
But we'll talk to Al about that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.